nothing, then we are in despair, and we have nothing that we can possibly survive. I don't think that is true. I think the scientific method is a wonderful thing, and I think the discussion we've had today has proved that it is correct.
When you die, the world is not going to change. The world will stop. Because your world is in your head all along. You have no direct contact with the world out there. You have no immediate knowledge of the world. The only knowledge you have is immediate knowledge through your senses. For that reason, you work with frameworks, trying to understand theoretical frameworks, trying to understand what's going on out there. You're trying to make tenuous predictions about what you think the next event will be. And if the tenuous prediction doesn't work out, that you're going to overturn the hypothesis that you worked on. Evolutionists know it's a theoretical framework. As long as new information framework, we're going to keep working with it. When we have an overwhelming evidence that doesn't fit, then the scientific community will be just as comfortable overturning that and altering it to something different. And it's a fairly simple system. That's why it works. What we've been shown today is that we should throw that out, replace it with a spiritual being where we don't have any idea how it is interacting with the material world and that material world, which we can't really understand either. And in that complicated system, we're supposed to work scientifically. I suppose the next time you go to the physician and you have some kind of a pain, it will be pointed out to you. It's probably some little rock that God forgot's there. Doesn't make any sense to me. And what I want to say to conclude here, at the beginning, Dr. Hovind offered a general ethical principle, and that is that we have an inheritance of sin. I find that abhorrent. I find that absolutely incredible to even believe that. Anybody who has seen a baby and has held it in your arms, would you really believe that that is hellbound? That has inherited sin? It's a most objectionable concept that is being carried around here in the name of religion. And for that reason, I also believe that we really do have a very clear-cut science, because evolution is self-correcting. It is accumulating data, that it's checking each other. It has the open scientific community exchanging ideas with each other, checking on each other, and not some kind of an authoritative system that is loaded down on us where we have no possibility of questioning. The one is democracy, the scientific community. The other is a form of authoritarianism that I find very objectionable.
I'd like to quote from this Creationist book for my closing. There's a section in here, 342, it says, Scientific Truths Revealed in the Bible. Many important scientific truths were revealed in the Bible thousands of years before they were discovered by modern scientists. And then it lists several of them. One of them has to do with the Earth rotating on its axis, and that's, this 6-day thing. Another one has to do with the Earth running down, the second law of thermodynamics. And there's some stuff about blood and water and that kind of stuff. But anyway, here is the proof from the Bible that the Earth rotates on its axis. It tells these students to check Luke 17:31 through 34. In that day, he which shall be upon the housetop, and his stuff in the house, let him not come down and take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Remember Lot's wife. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. I tell you, in the night there shall be 2 men in one bed, and one shall be taken, and the other shall be left. I did not understand that. I called Abeka. I said, what does that mean? Well, you check with the teacher's manual to find out what that means. And they went right, and they came back. They said, we're sorry, that's not mentioned in the teacher's manual. I said, well, is it a possibility? Is it a misprint? They took that as an insult and said, no, it's not a possibility, and click. They hung up. The second one. The universe is running down. To find out the proof from the Bible that the universe is running down, you go to Isaiah 51:6. And it says, lift up your eyes to the heavens and look upon the earth beneath, for the heavens shall vanish away like smoke, and the earth shall wax old like a garment, and they that dwell within shall die in like manner. But my salvation shall be forever, and my righteousness shall not be abolished. I didn't understand that either. I hope the applause means that you understood that that has something to do with the second law of thermodynamics and not... Anyway.
It might.
Anyway, I decided to take a quote from one of the best known creationists in the country, explaining to me, or to all of us, why all these colleges all over the world do not accept creationism. And here's the quote. It's from a fellow named Kent Hovind. And the source is, I got it from the internet, The Unmasking the False Religion of Evolution. Here's his quote. There is definitely a conspiracy, but I don't think it's a human conspiracy. I don't believe that there's smoke-filled rooms where groups of men get together and decide to teach evolution in all the schools. I believe it is a much higher level. I believe it is a satanic conspiracy. The reason these different people come to the same conclusions is not because they all met together. It's because they all work for the devil. I think that was one of the most arrogant statements I've ever read in my life. And if we're going to use the Bible for science, we've got some tough things to explain. What about the cockatrice? It's mentioned 4 times in the Bible. It's a chicken, a rooster, that lays poison eggs, that can fly and spits fire. What are we going to do about dragons being mentioned 17 times in the Bible? What are you going to do about unicorns, or mentioned 8 times in the Bible? I want to tell you what, we have never found a fossil of a unicorn. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we did? Then you people would have something to applaud for. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, first, I need to say, fellas, I thank you so much for doing this. These students get about 9 months out of the year teaching on evolution. It's about time they get a couple hours on at least to hear a conflict between creation and evolution. And I will be glad to come back at my expense anytime. Now, people say, oh, creationists win the debates because they have, better visuals. Okay, I don't use any tax dollars to buy my visuals. You guys got unlimited funding to buy stuff. Here, get some better visuals. Don't blame me. People say, well, creationists win because they have a dumb audience. People are dumb if they believe in creation. That's the implication over and over. People believe because we need more money to teach evolution. That's why it's a lack of funding. That's why we're losing these debates. No, maybe you're losing the debates because you're wrong. And I'm right, okay? Several points were brought up, and I'll use a few of my minutes for this, and then I want to give a quick closing here. I'm in favor of the scientific method. You develop a theory, you gather facts to support your theory. If you can't find any facts, you throw the theory away. Evolution would have been thrown away a long time ago, except they don't have a replacement theory, other than maybe somebody designed it. Oh, they don't want that one. He mentioned... he doesn't believe about inherent sin. Well, I happen to have had 3 kids and 2 grandkids, 1 more due any day. We didn't teach any of them to lie or cheat or steal, but they all just kind of did it automatically. How many of you notice the same thing with your kids when you're raising them, okay? Yes, I think it's quite obvious to anybody that's raised any kids, there is an inherent sin nature. If you think man is inherently good, you're living in la-la land, okay? Man is inherently bad, okay?